Well, my name is Jerry Honawa. That's the Hopi word for bear. That's my dad's name. I'm involved with the Black Mesa Trust. I'm their cultural advisor to that board, and our founder, Vernon Messiasva, had this information about seed. He wants to know if you'd be interested in coming over to their conference. They're going to have all these scientists, quantum physicists and all of this good stuff, and they want you to talk about what you know about the Hopi prophecy. Well, that I can do. So here I am. When I did my presentation, that's what I did it on, is the Hopi prophecy. What I felt was that I needed to tell it the way it should be told, because there have been others before me, and they have their own interpretations. The petroglyph that I showed on my PowerPoint was put there by one of our great clan uncles. So we know what's behind that petroglyph. So anybody else would have to come to us to find out what's behind all of that. But most people don't, and so you have to correct that. When I do my presentations, I give my grandfather a lot of credit, like you may have noticed, because he's the person that taught me all of it, him and his peers. The Hopi prophecy, he said for me to watch, listen, and learn. So I did. And some of the things that he talks about is now real. He talked about the Hopi people breaking apart the atom. They call it the seed. They've already dissected that. This is depicted on the cliff walls down there. The atom that's broken and all of these fingers coming out of it. And when he showed me that, he said, see all of these fingers that's coming out of this little seed? They're questions. And when you break those seeds, when you break those little strings, when you tear them apart, you're going to still end up with that many more questions. But at the end, at the very end, when the truth is finally there, that's going to be the end of us. We're experiencing the natural disasters now that they talk about. When I was in my teens, we didn't have these kind of things. Now, look at the wildfires, uncontrollable wildfires. They talk about that. The floods, the earthquakes, the hurricanes. Everything else that they talk about, prophesized, has come true. The thing is that I mentioned the Mayan calendar also, about how some people think it's the end of the world. To me, that's a new awakening. It's a new awakening. We have to realize the fact that yes, we are all in it. We are all guilty to some degree of helping create the ozone being, deteriorating. So what do? Put in an edible yarn. Put in plants that you identify with. Something that you can be proud of. And in the end product is something that you can put on your table and feed your family. And I think if we all get into this kind of mode, we can now begin to not only save water, but we can also create our own food. We don't have to go to the supermarket for some of this food that we can raise on our own. So this is where the awareness needs to be.